Today on CityCast Nashville, just 35 miles east of Nashville is the Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair, kicking off this weekend, August 14th through the 23rd. We are talking rides, fried treats, livestock shows, tractor pulls, competitions galore, and this year, it's all about the pig. Fair President Randall Clemens is here to guide us through everything worth checking out during the State Fair's Year of Pork. It's Wednesday, August 13th. I'm your host, Marie Cecile Anderson, and this is what Nashville's talking about. Before we get into all the amazing things at this year's Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair, I got to tell y'all about another all-access ticket in town. CityCast Nashville Neighbors, our exclusive membership program. Y'all, for just $10 a month, now that's cheaper than going to the fair these days, you're going to get an exclusive weekly events email, ad-free listening, the opportunity to shout out your favorite local business or nonprofit of your choice every single week, and my favorite part, invites to our members-only events so you can meet all your neighbors who have joined at membership.citycast.fm. Join us today. Our door is always open at membership.citycast.fm. All right, now that we have our CityCast Nashville Neighbors pass in one hand, let's go get some funnel cake in the other. This year's fair has kiddie rides, major rides, spectacular rides, and super spectacular rides. But Randall, which ride is most likely to make us puke?
I don't get on those. So
Why not?
We have a new ride that is a spectacular ride called Lightning. And I think that will be the one that would probably cause that to happen. But we have over 60 wonderful rides. And a ride that will not cause you to do that is our new Tennessee lift. It's a chair lift that takes you over the entire grounds.
Oh, I saw that written in the Tennessean recently. So it's like a ski lift almost?
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
Takes you from one side of the fairgrounds to the other. You can ride it one way or you can ride it with a return trip. I normally ride the big wheel and I will be riding the Tennessee lift. So
sticking to what you know.
What I know. That's right. The good thing with the Tennessee lift is it's a ride for all ages, from the youngest to the oldest.
And I'm sure there's a great view up there.
There is. You can see our historic village as you go across with some 60 different buildings, and then all of the amusement rides and agricultural area, our motocross area, our livestock area. So you can get a real overview of the entire fair.
In your opinion, what's the best thing about the fair?
Well, the best thing about the fair is the amount of entertainment that we have. We have 16 stages of musical entertainment every night. We have motocross, different events every night. We have 125 livestock shows that will be going on during those 10 days. We are a fair that has something for everybody. When we began the fair in 1979, we were competing with Opryland, and we had to do our county fair different. We think of ourselves as even a greater place now than what Opryland was in its heyday.
How did you make yourself so different?
We had to offer a lot of different entertainment that normally, like the 16 stages, that's a lot more entertainment than you'll find in Dollywood or places of that nature, and a wide range of entertainment.
Well, as much as I love the entertainment, all the stages, all the music, the clogging, the yodeling, my favorite part about the fair is always the food. So this year you have your first ever food competition.
That's correct.
Who are your favorites to win?
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'll make a bunch of people mad that, but we have over 120 food booths, and we have every type of food that you can think of. And it's, people come to the fair for food. That's one of our number one reasons they come. And that has become even more since the pandemic. Because a lot of times in the beginning, there wasn't as many food choices out in the general public as we had, so they would come to the fair for the food, and they realized how much different styles of food that we have. Whether you're wanting country cooking or you're wanting every type of sandwich in the world or you name it, it's here.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, you can tell by looking at me, I like all types of food, but one of my favorites is the homemade ice cream. That's what I partake of every day. So we have some wonderful homemade ice cream here.
I bet that would go very nicely with Prince's Hot Chicken, just
Yeah,
to cool your mouth off.
goes good on a hot day as well.
And then also fairs are known for some pretty interesting things. What's the grossest thing you've ever eaten at your fair? Like a fried stick of butter?
No, I've never tried that. We've had it before. I usually stick to things that I know. I'm not the one to venture out there with something that might not be good.
Well, so also I noticed y'all have a lot of competitions for people to enter. And this year is the year of pork. You've got a bacon toss and a pigtail competition. I noticed you have a mom calling contest for 5 to 9-year-olds to enter. Also, my favorite that I at first didn't even know what this meant, but a Rhode Island redhead competition, which whoever has their hair that closely matches the color of the Rhode Island red rooster.
We have been doing that competition for many, many years, and it's one of our most popular. There's always some different people that win it every year. So
the redheads just come up and then compare their hair to the rooster.
that's right. And we have judges that check them out.
Can anybody enter these competitions?
They can. They sure can.
Do you have to sign up in advance, or can you just show up the day
No,
of the
you
festival?
can just show up on events like that and participate. We do have other competitions you have to be pre-registered for. We have been taking entries here all weekend and last week. Of course, we're the Tennessee State Fair, so each fair in the state has brought the best of the best from their fair to enter in statewide competition. And we have 54 county fairs in the state of Tennessee, and 52 of them brought their entries. So we have great participation from all over the state. Our Travel Tennessee exhibit is where all 95 counties has a booth that showcases their county. It's painted on top of the map of Tennessee, county by county, and we are proud to say we have all 95 counties participating in that. So we are a true statewide fair that showcases our entire state.
For us city folks here in Davidson County, which 3 rural counties do we need to visit to better understand Tennessee?
Well, the way this works is you walk into the area from the east, the furthest county in East Tennessee, and you have to walk through the entire state, and you will walk out in Memphis. And so you will learn a lot. You'll see a lot of places that you will want to go see. And our Department of Tourism works with us on this as well. Last year, we had people from every state in the United States. We had 35 different countries that visited our fair. So a wide representation of people that come to your Tennessee State Fair.
How many people do you expect to come this year?
We are expecting somewhere in the 750,000 range.
How exciting.
People come from everywhere, and it's amazing. You need several days to see it all. And so get you a season pass and just keep coming back and seeing the different things.
You're kicking off America 250 in Tennessee. What are you doing to celebrate?
Well, we will be doing that at our opening ceremony on Thursday, August the 14th at 6 p.m. Each state has been asked to kick off their 250 at their state fair. So we are doing that for Tennessee. Governor Lee will be here to participate in the kickoff of that. And so it's going to be a real special time. And we are decorated in red, white, and blue in a grand fashion from tops of buildings to all over the ground. And we, even in our exhibits, we're given the most patriotic awards in each category. So there's a lot of participation. We'll have the most patriotic photograph that was entered, the most patriotic quilt that was entered, just things of that nature.
And then another big exhibit that caught my eye was the Ag Venture. You call it Tennessee's largest classroom. Since this year is the year of pork, what will you be teaching?
Well, this is a new venture for us. We've had the Ag Venture Barn before, but we've taken it to another level. When you walk into it, you're going to see the process of a bacon cheeseburger. how long it took for all parts of that to be grown, from the animal to the crops. We'll have baby pigs that have just been born. We'll have all different kinds of animals. So it's a real learning experience. You'll go through a garden, so you'll see that cheeseburger's got tomato, it's got lettuce.
Oh, I love
It's got
that.
all of that. Of course, with a bacon cheeseburger, then you've got pork in the bacon. You've got beef. You can milk a cow. You can pet animals, whatever. Then you go through the wheat process because you've got bread involved. So you really don't stop and think when you eat something, all the different people that has been a part of that, all the different animals, how long it's taken for that process to go. We just drive up to the drive-in window and somebody hands us one and we think it's immediate, but it's got a long history before it gets to us to eat.
And we're not going to see how the pork becomes bacon, are we?
There'll be some videos of different processes and whatever. We have large TV screens. That's a real educational experience.
But no pigs will be harmed in the making of this exhibit.
No.
Got any fun trips coming up? One thing you probably haven't put on your packing list is learning the language. But with Babbel, you can start talking in just a few weeks. I'm David Plotz, the CEO of CityCast, and I've been learning Spanish with Babbel. And I also just persuaded my friend who's going to France this fall to learn French with Babbel, but that is another story. Babbel's extremely fun and intuitive. It's like having a private tutor in your pocket. Handcrafted by over 200 language experts, Babbel's lessons are voiced by real native speakers and built with science-backed cognitive tools and interactive features to fit any learning style. I love a lot of the different Babbel features. The Babbel games for sentence building, Babbel speech recognition, which helps me get the pronunciation right. And now I'm really into Babbel's word of the day, which greets me on the homepage of the app. Every day, a new word revealed like a little surprise with a sentence to help contextualize it. It's like a daily treat for me. Studies from Yale, Michigan State, and other leading universities continue to prove that Babbel works. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. Look, I want you to learn another language. So I'm teaming up with Babbel to gift you 55% off subscriptions, but only for CityCast listeners at babbel.com/CityCast. Get up to 55% off at babbel.com/CityCast. Spelled BABBEL.com/CityCast. Babbel.com/CityCast. Rules and restrictions may apply.
I'm so glad to switch from education to the kids. So let's talk about the little kids who raise livestock to show and sell at the fair, because that's so much hard work. And not everyone listening grew up in a place with 4-H or FFA. Can you explain this to people?
Well, I mean, we have a large poultry barn, rabbits, ducks, all types of animals of that type, and they are sold. My grandson raised ducks, and he had sold 2 of his ducks here a few years ago. So,
Do the kids, how do they handle raising their sweet baby animals and then selling them?
well,
Making the bacon.
sometimes that's hard. In our hog show, then they actually auction some of the hogs off. But, they're able to get a lot better price for them than they would get in the normal market. That's a good positive part of it as well.
The Wilson County Fair is now the Tennessee State Fair. The proper name now is the Wilson County Tennessee State Fair. And that happened in 2021.
That's correct. This is our 5th year.
So how did that happen? Y'all were just too awesome?
We were the state's largest county fair and one of the top in the nation. We are blessed with a wonderful facility that our Wilson County government had the foresight to do, and we're ideally located in the center of the state and right off of I-40. So the state wanted to grow the state fair, and so they put it out for people to make proposals. We did that because we felt like that we could keep our identity as Wilson County Fair, but yet help the state with the Tennessee State Fair. And we have done that. We have all the competitions that are limited to Wilson County people that we always had. And then we built a new building called Made in Tennessee that is all of the Tennessee State Fair exhibits. So it's been a great win-win for our county as well as for the state of Tennessee. And we've saved the Tennessee taxpayers money by being able to use these facilities versus going out and probably spending $100 million to build a new facility for the state fair.
Let's talk logistics. When is the fair open? And I also heard that you could ride on a tractor parking shuttle to get there.
We actually open at 4 p.m. through the week. We open at 10 on Saturdays and at 12 on Sunday. We do have off-site parking that you can ride school buses in that get you here a little bit faster, but we do have major parking here as well. Many times, if you are parking in an area that's a little bit away from the gates, then we do have a trolley that is tractors pulling wagons that you ride on.
So you have so much going on at the fair this year. Obviously, you said that there's music stages. There's also monster trucks. How would you plan a perfect day for someone who's never been?
Get here at 10 o'clock and plan on staying to 10 that night. There's going to be more than you can do in that time frame, depending on what you like best. Fiddler's Grove is a grove of 60 historic buildings with a lot of shade, so it's a good place to go during the day, maybe when the sun's out. Most of our buildings are now air conditioned, so you can see a lot of exhibits during the hot part of the day. You can go ride a while, go see things, eat, then go back. But you'll need plenty of time, and you won't see everything in the time frame that you have if you only come one day. So.
And then I noticed your weather policy: no refunds or rain checks, events held subject to conditions of nature, which I appreciate. Tell us about that.
Once you're here, you just need to plan your day and look at the weather forecast. And we have been blessed. We've been doing this since 1979, and we've only had a rain out one time. If it does get a little rainy while you're here, go in and see the exhibits, and it'll usually blow over, and we'll be back open outside where you can do everything outside as well.
And then beyond the competitions, the rides, the fried food on sticks, why is the state fair important to people across Tennessee?
It's a time when we showcase the entire state, the talents of the entire state. As we talked about Travel Tennessee, we're showcasing all 95 counties and trying to draw additional business and tourism to those counties. It's a time when we come together as one across the state. We've always prided ourselves in Wilson County to say that was one time a year that we as people in Wilson County came together as one. So it's just a good time to step back in time in some areas, just have a good laid back fun and enjoy the fair.
Why do people from Nashville need to come experience the fair?
Well, great entertainment for all ages. You're going to see new things that you haven't seen before. Every type of entertainment that you can think of, from diving dogs to racing pigs to camels, you name it, is here. So whatever your interest in life is, you're going to find it at the Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair.
Camels?
You can ride them.
Wow. Okay. All right. So Nashvillians, if you're listening, get off your couch and head to the Wilson County, Tennessee State Fair. I grew up going to the Dixon County Fair, and then I went to the Wilson, was like, oh, wow, this one, not to compare the fairs, but it really is the best. It's outstanding. Thank you so much for sharing with us what to expect this year. I can't wait to see you out there.
We invite everyone to come be with us.
All right, you just heard from Randall about what you can expect from this year's fair. Speaking of this year, we have a new annual listener survey for you to fill out. New year, new survey at citycast.fm/survey. It only takes 7 minutes, I swear. That's citycast.fm/survey. Once you complete the survey, that means you are eligible to win a $250 Visa gift card and CityCast Nashville swag. So again, head on over to citycast.fm/survey. That's all for today here on CityCast Nashville. And don't forget, you can support the show and get great perks by becoming a CityCast Nashville neighbor at membership.citycast.fm. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell your friends, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our Hey Nashville newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Toodles.